One fucking glove. Where the fuck are my fucking gloves? Fucking believe it, motherfucker! Okay. God. Alright, how y'all doing out there? This is Pete. We're back on our Mustang. We've done some extensive rust repair already to the vehicle. You saw that happen. We went ahead and cleaned everything up, ready to put the floor, firewall, cowling, and all this other shit back on. And you also saw me spray this right here. This is an important situation. I don't know how extreme you're going to take your car or how far you're going to go with it. But here's a good example right here that when your car's all together, all right, when you go to paint that car, or whoever's going to paint it, there's a lot of spots on there that you can't get to. So always take the advantage of the situation by taking care of problems now instead of forgetting them for the future. We went ahead and epoxy primed all that. Now, whether paint's going to get up inside there, I don't know. Okay, probably not, but at least it's sealed up, clean, and prepared properly for the situation at hand. Wow.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
So, we've came to the point of starting to replace all the parts that we have taken out. We're going to start by setting our floor in there. Now, we're not going to weld anything in yet. We're not going to do nothing. All we're going to do is get everything set, tack screwed in, you might say. I'm going to use some tack screws to put all this together. We're going to make sure everything lines up, and then we'll start welding. Now once again, this is a complete floor from a well-known company. And another thing about this well-known company is I've been reading and researching them. They're basically like every other fucking aftermarket company, so watch your ass. The big name doesn't mean it's the best part sometimes. Alright, so what you're looking at here, you're looking at the complete floor. We got all our plugs. This is a bag of plugs that we're going to get with it. And we also, if I can get these out of here, we also have our seat floor pans. Now what these are, these actually go, and I don't know if this is actually the right side, but I'm going to show you where it goes. It goes in that area there. This is actually the other side. But yeah, these are our seat floor pans. Now, I want to show you something here while we're getting these out. Let me go ahead and grab that. Okay, yeah, looking good. And then of course we got these little sections right here, which would go right here, like that. So yes, it is a complete floor pan, and it looks pretty fucking nice. But I want to show you something. If I can find one, let me get it. If we look at these two seat pans right here, we're going to see that they basically look almost exactly the same. Now, the situation you have is they're not the same. This is the cheaper version, and this is the more high quality version, and I'm going to flip them over and show you why. If you look right here, you can see the difference right off the bat. This one here actually has the factory original style bracing under the seat mounting pad. This one here, which is the cheaper version, doesn't have nothing. Now, these corner sections right here, we will not be using these because the ones that we got are still in good shape and there's not rust in them, they're not rotted out. So those corner upper torque box plates, you might call them, we're not going to use those. Those will be put in the miscellaneous pile of stuff that we're not fucking using, bitch! So before we go ahead and stick the floor inside the vehicle, what I'm going to do is I am going to put all my spot weld marks on the whole floor where they're going to be, such as all the lips that are sticking up, okay? Now this lip here doesn't get that. That's where that, remember that brace that I took a picture of a few videos back? Yeah, well, that's where that thing goes, and we're not going to put anything there. But we're going to go all the way around all these edges. Like you see right here, now this edge right here, this would ride up against the rocker panel. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take our punch, and we'll punch out all the holes that it's going to take to spot weld that on there. And then of course, this is the front of our floor right here, and this actually rides on top of the firewall. The firewall would be under here. So we're going to go ahead and drill our holes out here because we want some very, very structural, larger than average spot welds on this area. So we'll drill those out. And then basically right here in this area, we're going to do the same thing. Now, if you look right here in this area, you're going to see that there's a lip that's facing down. And what that lip is that's facing down, that's actually where our fender well to our rear wheel will line up inside the vehicle once we set our floor in. So we're not going to go ahead and drill anything right here yet. Okay, we're going to go ahead and wait until we see what we have to do to that fender well area to get it all mounted in place. We're going to leave that alone. And then of course, right down in this area here, this is the back part of our floor panel. We're going to go ahead and do the larger than normal holes on this for some strong support action going on. And I think then we're ready to go ahead and mount the floor into the vehicle. Let me go ahead and start drilling and punching on that. We'll get all that done. And then hopefully, one-man operation right here, we'll be able to slide that floor in there, get it tack welded in where it's supposed to be, and then we'll go ahead. Did I say tack weld? I didn't say tack weld. I'm going to tack screw it. I'm going to use some tack screws. I'm not fucking welding nothing yet. Take it easy. Let me get this done so we can get her done. Alright, the tool that I was just using, it's called a flange/punch tool. This is a very, very handy item, and it's very, very inexpensive. I believe I paid 60 bucks for this tool, and well worth it. Now, this punches out approximately a 1/4 inch or smaller. It's a little smaller than a 1/4 inch hole, which is going to be fine going around the edges. But as I was saying before, I want to, in the front and the back, I want to make sure that I drill all these holes out to almost a 5/16 hole, which is going to give us a lot more meat and a lot more support holding the floor in there the way that we want it to. On this edge right here, this is of course the front of our floor that overrides the firewall. I'm going to take my punch tool, since this is a nice flat surface and there's no ridges or curves, and I'm going to go ahead and start out by punching the hole just like so. I'll come back with my drill and drill them out. That's going to make it easier on me and the drill itself. Now that we got all our spot welds cut out and punched out and drilled out, the next thing we want to do is flip our floor over, and we want to go ahead and clean all the burrs off of the drill marks that we left. So you want to be very, very careful with your floor, not to bend, twist, or ruin it in the process of flipping it over. And if you had a third hand in your shop, this includes your wife, get her off her fucking ass and tell her to get out here, start hooking it up. Your lovely wife at home does more than just one thing. So it might be an opportunity for you and your wife, old lady / girlfriend, to actually spend tender loving care together working on your hot rod. Because the hot rod is going to win anyway, so you might as well get her involved to nurture her along the situation. We would actually ask Dr. Dildo about this problem and how it erupts. But we don't have time right now. Maybe later on, when we're closer to getting it done, we'll ask Dr. Dildo what the options are between the girlfriend, wife / old lady versus the vehicle. Right now, we gotta clean some burrs off these fucking welds. So I am going to fucking bitch motherfucker. Do you see what I fucking see? The fucking roll lock busted inside. Bitch! Motherfucker, man. And if I had my wife out here, Minnie the body shop girl, she could have already had this done. When you break those roller locks off, they really fucking suck, man. You gotta dig the bitches out of there. Fuck, bitch. Now that we got that mess taken care of, what I'm gonna use is my Rolo lock. You saw what happened. I'm gonna show you what a Rolo lock pad is. It's got a little Rolo lock on it. It's a Loctite, and then of course it screws onto the pad itself. We're going to use that to clean our slag off of the holes that we drilled. And when you're doing this, you don't want to grind all the way across. You just want to clean the drilled holes themselves. I'm gonna be getting on your Volkswagen as soon as I can, dude.
Wow, dude.
What?
Man, you have done a lot of work to
Can
it.
you grab that in? We need to put this up here, Nader. Okay, just grab it. There you go. Don't twist and bend it. Easy. There you go. Just set it right there, just like that. What do you think of this bitch, dude? You ever seen anything like this?
No, man, this is like a fucking
Factory assembly line?
yeah, that's like a Ford assembly line, dude.
Yeah, this is crazy, isn't it? It's a freaking nightmare, bud.
It is.
So would you do this? Would you do this if this was your car? That's what I'm asking, bud. What's your opinion?
It all depends about the budget, you know. I mean, you've taken this. This is a nightmare.
This is a nightmare, dude. You got it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's a one-man operational nightmare, bud. Okay? Because besides the floor, we got to put all those other parts over there on,
Right,
dude.
I see that.
The firewall. You walked in here, you were freaking out on these parts.
Right, I wasn't.
Look, here's the cowling. See, you can't even tell. Actually, the car comes way out to here, dude.
Right.
because the whole front end's gone.
Right.
All right, this is where the firewall is, right here, bud, where that line is, right here. This is our firewall, okay? And then we got a rocker panel missing. We got the whole fucking floor. I saved the back floor, the hump, okay? I saved that for him. So that saved him a lot of money and me a lot of work.
No, I like the detail. You're very
Fucking
detailed.
restoration from hell, Nader.
You're a detailed-oriented individual, so
I guess.
I'm sure you're gonna get it right. I like the way you've done all the
Spot welds.
drillings. You know, it looks very precise.
So we got Nader with us today. He's the guy that owns the 1963. Is that what you got, Nader?
62.
It's a 62 car McGill. Let's go look at his car and see what the fuck we've done to that. See, the situation with my friend Pete, I don't just work on one fucking car. I work on several cars at a time, flip-flopping back and forth. Now, when we get done with the Mustang, we're going to be on top of Nader's car like white on rice and working on it. But before we got on the Mustang, we were working on Nader's car. Let's show you what we did to it and check it out. Now, if you look inside Nader's car, you're going to see a bunch of motor parts laying around. Now, what we have done to this, because this is an extreme restoration, just like the Mustang. So what we've done is we've taken all of the motor parts, we went and had them completely sandblasted, and then we minutely, excruciatingly refinished them back to the factory finish that they were from Germany. Even down to the intake manifold, we went ahead and refinished it to the factory specs and colors that it should be, dude. Now, we have done a lot of work to your car already. We have removed the motor out of your car. We went ahead and stripped it down to bare metal. It's ready for body work. We dismantled your motor. We're waiting on the motor, and when the fuck do you think that thing's going to be here?
Hopefully should be here perhaps Thursday. Thursday should be ready.
Thursday?
Thursday.
Now, you were talking about paint colors in the office there. You said that there's actually two different codes for this car.
Right. Well, actually,
is that right?
There's three codes.
There's three
codes, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and explain. What are you talking about, dude?
So it would be the body color, which is Lima 490.
Now that would be our dash color right there.
Right.
Okay.
And then the color for the steering column
right.
and the shifter would be camel.
And I see that there is a difference in color if you look at the steering wheel itself.
Right.
And I also see the color on the shifter and the brake lever is a different color.
Correct. And then on this color, if you see it, that's silver beige.
So then that's actually a different color too.
That's a different color, yeah. The seat frames are a different color. These are original factory colors. And you know, this car is all factory, it's all original. It's a 52-year-old car, still today. Even the dash, you can see, these are the original color.
Right, right.
So,
but the situation is, Nader, when I first met you, it was going to go silver.
Yeah, I wanted to go to silver.
You were going to go silver, and you were going to hop the motor up, and you were going to do this, that, and the other, and custom interior. And now all of a sudden you're to this factory OEM original spec. Why?
I just wanted actually to change the color, not the motor. I always wanted the 40 horsepower. I wanted to leave it at 6 volt.
Right.
And as far as the interior, would have been all factory original interior. Only the color was going with silver.
Now, do you agree when you're building a vintage car such as this, or maybe our Mustang, that the way to go is factory OEM original?
Absolutely, yeah.
Are you
and again, thank you so much for giving me, indicating that to me, the knowledge that you have to go with the original color, since it's a number matching car and I have all the documents.
That's right. Now, you also did some more research out to Germany, and they're sending you like the builder's report, the factory original builder's report of who purchased the car, what date it was built, who worked on your car, how long it took, this, that, and the other. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
The production date, timing, and kind of like a Marty report. Now, what a Marty report is, it's a report that you would get on, let's say, your muscle cars down to specification, minute by hour, location type report that tells from the very second your car started being built to the first owner that purchased it. And that's basically what you're getting from Germany, am I right?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Huh. Now, where are you getting that, Nader?
Getting from the VW museum.
The Volkswagen Museum, they got all the documentation on your car.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Is that an exciting situation to see that? And
It
when,
is,
when are you going to see that?
Should be getting in a week, I'll say. I've ordered it. It takes usually about 3 weeks.
Okay.
So I'm already in 2 weeks, so hopefully.
Well, you're going to bring that over so we can look at it, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And this car is all paper documented.
Paper trail documented, because you found a bunch of paperwork in the glove box, right?
Right. And
Yeah.
these are original miles on it, 56,000 miles.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a nice car, dude. Nice car.
And it's clean. You can see
Very
there's only
clean.
there's only one spot rust that you can see. Everything else is unbelievable. Everything is clean as a whistle.
Well, I know you're excited to get it on the road and drive it down the road,
I
but
can't wait.
I know, dude. Let's not get too frustrated over it, okay?
All right.
All right, bud.
Hanging in there, Pete. Hanging in there.
All right, dude.
I know your plate is full, so trust me.
Yeah.
You know, I've been waiting for a year now.
You have?
Yeah, since April of last year.
Wow.
Yeah, April
Don't put a guilt trip
2013.
on me, Nader. Don't do it.
I'm not.
Okay, dude.
All right.
Appreciate it, bud. Well, there you go. You see that my friend Pete's staying busy and trying to get her done and do it right. But you can only do it right by taking your time and nurturing the situation to do it right. If you want to slop it all together and you want to throw it out the fucking door, call Earl Shibes, because that's the guy that's going to do it that way. My friend Pete's going to take his time and do it my fucking way. Time to get back on the fucking Mustang here and get the floor in.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.